So it needed to work a little bit with both. So there was a couple of things we looked at. We needed equipment that was going to be able to cater for 300, 400, 500 kids at one time. So everything, if we go through, now there's some play equipment yet to be installed because we're probably still 2 weeks away from handover here. So everything we wanted to incorporate group play. So for example here, this is a Neos. Now the Neos encourages 2, 3, 4 people to come in and play, and what they do is they're running around and tapping pieces of equipment here and playing different games. So this is great for, it's perfect for people in wheelchairs, so it follows that all ability position of it. We're still waiting on some rubber to come in to make it work. It's great for adults and kids, so the parents love these equipments just as much as the kids. The next one we've got is this net swing here. So the net swing here as well is all abilities. It'll have rubber in it when the rubber arrives, and it's something that a kid with a disability can jump onto. We've then just got a general swing set because we all know the little ones love that. And we've got this one here which is called a spin-a-me, and the same again, it's multi-kids play. So there can be 10 kids swinging off this at one time, swinging each other around and just loving it. It's great for little kids as it is for big kids as well. We've also got this which is kind of like a seesaw where you've got kids either side and it's balanced on weight. So you've got 1 kid or 2 kids or 10 kids can be running up and down either side and swinging it from side to side. We then have this which is like a flying fox, which is the same thing again. Kids can be pushing it, kids can be on it, running up and down all the time. We've then got our normal little kids play equipment, which is perfect. Little kids always love the slide, and they love to climb, and there's just different levels of it and different challenges in it. Still have a lot more equipment to come, so there's probably 4 more little kids bouncers and things like that as well. And on top of that too, we've got something that the feedback I'd always got from working with parks, and here at Seamless we work with over 70 parks, is there's never much to do for the bigger kids. So the kids 8, 10 and older tend to get a little bit bored. So this here is called a Pegasus. And then this is the only Pegasus in Australia that will sit in this park here, and it's actually got a massive slide that will go down the bottom. Now it looks scary, it looks unsafe, but it's not. Every level that you climb up to has a net on it. So everywhere you climb, there'll be somewhere there to land and fall. So this is for the kids that are 8, 10, 12, 14, even 16. There's a challenge. Every level's harder to get up to. And as kids grow up over time and they come up here for every year's family holiday, they'll then just get up there and try and climb to that next level. Or maybe they start on the little equipment over there and eventually they're big enough to come on over here. We also have what's called a Dutch disc, which is a massive disc. Same again, it's all abilities. It'll have rubber again. This is its base here, so it's still got to go in. And it's a massive big disc, which is the same again, allowed for multi-play, and kids just spin on it or stand on it or swing on it. We also have some musical play as well. So there's 2 musical equipment. We've got a xylophone and a drum set here, which will settle underneath these trees here perfectly. The jumping pillow, it's just been relocated from another area of the park, and you really can't go past the jumping pillow. Even with all this equipment that we've installed here, the jumping pillow still has to be one of the favourites. The only thing is big kids and little kids on it at the same time can be a little bit of an issue. So this big equipment sometimes can drag the little kids away from it, or the big kids away from it, and allow people to share a little bit more. We've then left this big grass area here for multi-sports play. So we've bought a cricket set and a volleyball net and football goalposts. And so we'll just mix it up here and kids can then play in this area here. We've also put some pretty amazing LED lights through there that actually lights up this playground amazingly at night as well. So it can still be used at night while their parents get on the deck here. So again, we're still not quite finished yet. There's still 5 umbrellas to go on this deck here and all the furniture here. But the idea of it is to keep those parents in the area and supervising their kids while they play. So what we want is, the parents to sit there and cook dinner, sit and have a few drinks, sit and watch their kids and love sitting there and having a chat with their friends, but they're still supervising their kids, because we know more often than not, it's the kids that are unsupervised that things go wrong with or something actually happens with. So finally is the splash park, the crown in the jewel, and probably what we believe will be the biggest draw card. A great playground's massive, and word of mouth will definitely get around about that, but the playground will actually get people there, grabs people's attention. Now they're only a third of the way through constructing this playground, which is pretty crazy, or sorry, this splash park when you think about it, which is insane. but it's actually got 4 water slides on 4 different levels. So it's got a baby slide, it's then got 2 levels of steep open slide, and then an orange tunnel slide. Then has 36 different activities on it for kids to jump in and play with, and it's got wheelchair access, so wheelchairs can jump in there. It'll have ramps in there so elderly people can get in there and have a go, and there's just something for everybody. So the stuff on the outside's great for little kids, there's separate entries in there for little kids, and there's just something, an area where 300 kids can be in there, 400 kids can be in there, and it doesn't look too crowded. There's something for everybody. So we could have gone and spent 100, 200, even $500,000 on a splash park, but all we would have got is a splash park that didn't cater for the amount that the park does. So we made sure we did it properly, and that we're not going to get that bad feedback about what's going to work and what's not going to work. Now, we have spent a bit of money on lighting the splash park, however it still won't be able to be used at night. It's just simply too dangerous. So what it'll do is we've put some feature lighting under that deck there where the boys are screwing in, and then that feature lighting will shine up and allow backlight onto our deck there. So when we chose the area, which this area originally had 8 cabins on it, 8 standard cabins. It was also powered sites and a roadway to the amenities. So it didn't actually take that much. The landscaping and the construction of the deck and the relocation of everything, including irrigation, which is just being finished off at the moment underground, it cost about $500,000. And that's what really ties it in together, and probably what's stands out a little bit more and makes all the features look so good. So the other thing you'll notice as well in the pool base here is we've actually gone with a pool rather than softball. We spoke to probably 20 different properties with these splash park facilities, and the number one feedback that we've got was how expensive the softball was to maintain. So every 12 months, sometimes 18 months, at the most 2 years, the properties had had to pull up all the softball and put it back down again, which became one of its biggest running expenses. So what we've done here is we've used a pool base. We've followed all the laws. It's a 200 mil deep. So we don't need pool fencing around it. Mind you, we do, but we don't need it. And it allows that softer floor as well. But if you look at the elevation there, whatever they've put up of it now, it's going to take a fair bit for a kid to fall off it. So the pool, whilst it's more expensive to install, it's definitely going to be in value for money when it comes to maintenance. All they have to do is clean the filters, polish the equipment like they'd polish their car once a year, and then all the stuff's in the pump house. The other thing that we've done with this particular property is we've spent a little bit more money on the heater. So the actual heater for the equipment is something that would be able to heat it in the middle of winter. I don't think we will, but we thought, look, for the extra money at the time, it'll allow us to do that, and it could extend our lifespan. So we think that this playground and splash park will be used from September through to May, but we don't know. So it'll keep it at a 27 degrees, even when it's as little as 12 degrees outside. So that's just a little bit of an explanation on what we've chosen, why we've chosen it, and how we've gone about this actual redevelopment. It's going to be a massive thing for not only the park, but for tourism in the town. And we've already seen that. We've seen our social media numbers triple. We've already had a mass amount of bookings come through, and the facilities haven't even opened yet. And I'm really excited to report where this actual property sits 12 months after the opening date, and the income that's been generated from it based on the expense. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions at all about this particular redevelopment or any other playground or splash park work or any general caravan park consulting, feel free to contact the team at Seamless, just seamlessonlineconsulting.com.au, or give us a call on 5747 8190. That's 03 5747 8190. Thanks.